Good morning, everyone. You know, when when I was a young kid and looked at bikes, one of the things that attracted me to the bikes was that big tyre on the back. I love to look at a bike with this great big thumping tyre on the back. Well, should you stay with the stock tyre, or should you get a bigger, fatter one to make it look better? What do you reckon? One of the things I love about YouTube and my channel is it creates discussion, and I love the comments. So please comment, because I do answer them. Now, that big fat tyre on the back, should you go bigger? I did once on one of my bikes, which was a little CF Moto 150 litre. Had the thinnest tyre in the world on it, and I did put a bigger tyre on, just the next size up. Did it look better? Yes, to me, but seriously, no one would have noticed except myself. I think you notice things on your own bike and other people will never see it. But anyway, should have I done that? Should you go wider? Well, I think it's best to stay with what's recommended for the bike. Sometimes a different tyre might do better, but generally the size of the tyre that came for the bike was the one that the engineers deemed the best for that bike. Would I go wider on this bike? No. The tyre on this is a 190. It's a 190 55, I think, or a 50, I can't remember, 17. Now 190 is pretty big. And what would I gain by going wider? The look, but the handling, you probably would compromise on the handling of the bike. I was listening to a video the other day, or last night actually, about this. And a young fellow bought a little bike, a 250, nice bike, and then he needed to get a new tyre. So he took it to the mechanic and said, "Can you please put a new tyre on?" And the mechanic said, "Not a problem, but I don't have that size for your bike, but I do have the stock size tyre." And the young fellow who had bought it second-hand, the bike second-hand, had no idea that there was a wider tyre on the bike. He just thought that was the stock tyre. So the mechanic put the stock tyre on, and boy, what a difference there was. Huge difference. He said the handling of the bike was so much better, so much more nimble. You could flick it around easier. So would I change and go wider? No. Look, I'm not saying don't or you shouldn't. But I think the thinner the tyre, the better the handling. Then why don't they put a thin tyre on all bikes? Why don't they put a little thin tyre on this one? Generally you'll find the bigger the tyre, the bigger the bike, more power, more torque, the larger the tyre. It should seem obvious that you need more tyre surface area on the ground to keep you safe on a big bike. I also remember or recall one time when I went to a tyre place, and this is once I had learnt that stock tyres were best, and the tyre was meant to be a 130, or it was a little GS 500, and the tyre place said, oh 140 would do better. Yep, I'd go for the 140. But what I realised is the guy didn't have my size in, and all he wanted was a sale. So let me know, fellas and ladies, what do you do? Do you want that big look on your bike and go for the bigger tyre? Or do you stay with the stock one? I like the stock one. I don't need any bigger. Well, thank you for joining me. I hope this creates some discussion like my other videos have. Stay safe, take care, and I'll catch you next time.